Hey guys, what is up? This is Silent Shadows, and we have a brand new series for you guys. It's actually my first series on this channel, and it's going to be called The Perfect Game. So, I came out with the first one with Ziblanque, the X Factor, and I really enjoyed playing that video. I really enjoyed shooting that video, and I enjoyed making it and commentating it a lot, so I decided that's what we're going to do again. And so, all these will be either perfect or near perfect games. I don't think I'm going to be able to get perfect games as often as I would like, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the uncut video of who I played with, explain their abilities, and commentate over it, and kind of explain why I did it, how to play carefully, and why I didn't die. So this is an Kuang video where I go 7-0, so it is technically another perfect game, and I played very carefully. I did go for ganks as well. Played a little bit more aggressively as far as ganks go than with the Zablanc gameplay, but I definitely didn't go as that offensively. These were much better players than that video. Now, here we have this little Isis kind of going AFK, and we're trying to get her to go right. I really want to make an Kuang mid video, because Kuang is probably one of the best mid. Now, Kuang has a unique set of abilities and a unique playstyle, so you have to be very careful. His first ability is a Squall. Is a straight line, small AoE that does considerable damage, especially when leveled up. Early levels it does basically no damage, late levels it does ridiculous damage. Okay, the second with Mr. Wiggles, that's my personal name for him. Second ability of Mr. Wiggles is Wiggle, and he wiggles, and he gets a speed boost for a few seconds. Quite useful for getting places, escaping, and going from defense to offense very quickly. It's the one thing that Kuang I think is best at, that quick change from offense to defense. Now, his third ability is Tornadoes. He drops these AoE tornadoes that will actually put ticks. You'll see the tornadoes as the minions move forward. It will still be there, and it is the best thing ever for clearing lanes. It's definitely the first thing you want to level up. It does ridiculous damage, and you can just plop it on somebody who's mid, or has mid health, and you can just walk away, and they're dead, and there's nothing they can do about it, unless they have meditation or anything like that. So this Hades tries to come up, and I'm like, just get off of me, you annoying little kid. This Bastet comes in, I'm like, help, I don't want to get messed up with this. I don't want this double gank so early. So Bastet will leave. She kind of deter her with this, and you'll just see, even early levels. I'm sorry, just how much damage those tornadoes do. So I'm gonna stick around. I can see the Hades about to go home, but I don't know what Bastet's doing. I don't want to get caught here. Bastet looks like she's going home as well, so I'll just keep my farm up. Keep on placing, just drop those tornadoes. It's very boring if you're not, if you get bored by laning. So Kuang is definitely not a very fun god to play if you're bored by just laning. You know, I'm someone who can lane all day, every day. So I love laning. I can do it all the time. I think jungling is kind of fun, but it's not something I love to do day to day. So just kind of playing, keeping it safe this earliest level. You won't see any kills this really early level without Kuang. Once you keep on getting fed, and look, you can clear lanes really easily without Kuang. As long as you keep that tower poke up and you keep your damage up and you play smart and defensive, but while pushing lanes, you can do lots of farm and just be 3 levels ahead of them by the end of the game. That's what happens here. I just have such a better way to clear minions than Hades or Poseidon, who eventually they switch with and rotate them out. I can clear lanes with the tornadoes just forever. I would say active items necessary with him. I think the first one you should always go with the mid lane is meditation. I'm a big fan of meditation. You know, a lot of the pro players don't use it. MLG players don't use it because, you know, they'd rather have beads or Aegis or whatever. And I think if you look at the board, I would say you want to buy Aegis or whatever active item you need to buy first, such as beads if you're up against Nares. I'd buy it first because it's much easier to press the F key than it is to press the G key. I think it's much closer to the WASD. So I would always go and quickly buy that first level first, then get the first level meditation as well, because this is going to give you a lot more magical sustain, especially if you're playing mid. Being there in mid is a big difference, because they can easily push up one lane and be there at your tower to start hurting your tower back down, and you'll see that near the end of this match, Poseidon does that. Just getting poke off in this tower. Looks like everyone's stable. I'm not really in for ganks early game. I'm just the same way with LeBlanc. It's my same style gameplay. Now, this is also a very good trick. You wait, you let your minion wave die, and so then you drop it right on. You drop your tornadoes right on as your minion wave dies at the top there, and so that way you can. All the minions will run directly through the tornado, and they will all get hit by it instead of just having their first part getting hit by it, or just getting the archers hit by it. So you see, I'm just gonna back off here. You know, Hades has more health than me, and he's gonna be really aggressive right here. So I'm just gonna back off. Go buy my boots. Actually, I've got plenty of health and stuff. I feel like I kind of wasted a mana pot and health pot, but at the same time, I need to get those boots. And I just set myself up. I know what I want to get. I know I want to go get Warlock Sash, which is actually really great. So I go get that right away. I'm gonna wiggle out of here. Wiggling out of here, and just move as quickly as I can back to my middle lane. If you're not there in your middle lane, you're just gonna get crushed as a team. So having a strong mid can win you the match. We seem to have more in this match, more wins on our lanes than the enemy team does, but not by a whole lot. We still trade off on quite a few exchanges. So having a strong mid will really win you the game, especially a fed mid will be so strong and so tough to knock down, even with ganks. You'll see, I deal with a couple ganks here beautifully. So we're just going to keep on pushing, keep on poking. I'm not going to commit to having to getting that tower, because I mean, the tower would be great for the money, but if I jump in and commit, I'll take damage, and I'm very susceptible to ganks if I come in close to make sure I get all those hits. So just from range, just going to poke the tower down. Make sure that when we do need that money, I can just really easily wiggle in and just do 2 basic attacks or whatever and just easily take it out. I'm leveling up those 3 first, you know, kind of realize, hey, I can't do that. Then Poseidon comes and I'm like, well, shit. So, and you can see this double gank, this Hades and Poseidon coming in. Poseidon leaves, drop these tornadoes back down. Looks like Poseidon is gone for good. He's not going to come back. They did that a couple times to beat this game. They would trick me by leaving and then coming back, which was a real asshole move. So, real dicky move. Just gonna keep on pushing this lane. Just keep on pushing this lane. Nothing really exciting happens till mid-video. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, here comes the Hades coming in. Look how much damage my stuff did to him. Oh, look at that Squall. Does so much damage. He's gonna ult. Biggest mistake of his life. I just dropped the tornadoes right down. Wiggle out of there, and he's dead. There's nothing he can do about it. Nothing he can do once that stacks are up. And just gonna go and get out of here. Get that Warlock Sash. Now, Warlock Sash is probably the best item if you're gonna be a mid Kuang or any mid mage in my opinion, because it's gonna give you permanent health stacks. So even if you die, you're gonna have those health stacks. It's a really beginning of usually a mage tanky build, but I think it's a really great way to stay stable in the game. And you know, if you want to play careful, you want to play solid, you want to be able to stick around in lane more, play a more solid game rather than a ganky and offensive game, then that's definitely the item for you. Pop this right down on them, and as you can see, they're all going to run through. They're all going to have all these tornadoes hitting them, and I can really clear a wave very fast, especially late game. They just gone. One tornado and they're all gone. So as you can see, I'm just going to pick up this tower here. I've decided, hey, it's weak enough. Just going to pick up this tower here. Boom. And I'm going to head back. I don't want to get ganked. Once again, I'm trying to play very careful and just not get myself into situations. Now I see them on the right here, and I think Past Silent goes in for a gank. Yes, Past Silent does. As Dry Bear said, past silent knows, present silent knows past silent best. So I'm going to come in for a gank here. And what I'm going to do is going to just drop my 3 right down on it. Do all this damage. Somebody rage quits this game, I believe. And we're just going to jump and keep on attacking this best dead. We're going to chase her, but I believe that she gets away. She uses her jump to get away. And the tornadoes miss. And we just can't finish her off. We just that's whatever. I think as Isis Isis goes in for a stun, really doesn't do anything, and Bestat makes it out. But that's okay. We still picked up a really nice kill off that. Here comes Hades to defend her, so I knock those down and move back to mid lane as quickly as possible before anything bad happens. Here's this Poseidon. I'm just decided, hey, let's just flank and gank this Poseidon. Like, well, why the fuck not? Drop those right down in front of his face and just move back into the lane. There's no problem with him seeing me because I'll be cut off in a corner. A lot of the mobility comes with the wiggle, and so you want to be able to move around. He's just going to be really freaking annoying, just really freaking annoying right now. And I'm just going to back off. I don't want my minions to take a lot of the damage from these guys, so I'm just going to drop another tornado right down on him. He gets hit by those stacks, and here comes in the Hebo. I didn't even notice him when playing the game. I only noticed him rewatching this, but he comes up right from behind and beautifully ults down on this Poseidon. I could have easily gotten the kill, but I'm happy Hebo did, because now I can use my abilities to clear this wave and push it forward. As you can see, I am a full level ahead of both Hebo and Hades, and I am quite ahead of most of the players on the enemy team. And I know this isn't as exciting as this Blanc gameplay where, you know, we got 11 kills back to back to back and we were just kicking up butt, but this is Al Kuang for you. If you want to play a stable mage that doesn't do much besides dropping tornado bombs on people, then that's who you signed up for when you decided to play this god. So don't blame me. I think he's definitely one of the strongest mages in the game. I think Poseidon is actually a stronger mage as far as wave clearing and stuff. I expertly dodge that in my opinion. But then again, it's all about who's playing him. So I kick the crap out of this Poseidon. This Poseidon is stupid. Poseidon has no skill. Get that squall off. Am I gonna get the kill? Am I gonna get the kill? No. Looks like Poseidon will make it out of his life, but he's still gonna fight. He's still gonna fight. I'm gonna ult down this minion wave just so I can take him on directly. Put that up in the sky, squall, and there's no way he's surviving. Boom, my kill. As you can see, I knew the ult from I haven't really talked about his ult. It's just a straight line ult that does ridiculous damage, but at the same time it takes a long time for it to work. I go to steal their camp. I would have used my squall as well, but I have no mana besides this, so I'm just gonna count on my tornado to do all this damage to take the damage buff. But the ultimate takes quite a while, so it's very difficult to hit unless you're in a team fight where you've locked them in, such as with Odin, or they're down in the jungle and they don't have much limited mobility. So what I used the ult for is I used it to clear the wave so that he could not have the minion advantage, but I knew he would stick around, so I used the ult to clear the wave and then attack him directly. Because I knew he would think that he could take me on with the OP monster that is Poseidon. And Poseidon isn't really overpowered. I would say his 3 definitely is, and used correctly, his Kraken is very strong. Now we're just gonna pull them off my tower. I wanted to see if anybody else would come gank with me, but that didn't end up happening. So I just dropped this down on there, squall them out, and just get out of here, just get out of here. My ult just about then came up, but it wouldn't make a difference because, of course, they can see it, they can hear it coming down, they can expertly dodge it very easily. It's not the hardest thing to dodge. In fact, it's probably one of the easiest things to dodge. Easier thing would be Ymir. And Ymir with Jotun's Wrath is tough to fight up against, but I have a huge damage buff advantage, and they're gonna keep over here. I want some. I'm trying to call a gank over here. It looks like Hebo will, but now we're just gonna. I believe we're gonna wiggle in. Now we're gonna use our 3, pop it down, Squall down, and that will be my kill over there on that Poseidon. Stuck around way too long, especially with this damage buff. And here is Hebo. Okay, so I think Sun Wukong sees the Hebo. I think they're going to go off and duke it out in the jungle. But this Bastet, now something really weird happens here. I don't know if she did this like on purpose, she did it on accident, or this is Hyra's problem. And I'm like, you know what, get out of here. I'm going to chase you down. And so she uses her ult on me, and I just get stuck. Like, I literally cannot move in this little corner. And, I mean, she could have probably killed me here. I don't really know. I think she was scared of me because I'm fed, but I really couldn't figure out what was going on there. I think I should still be able to move, even if I'm pinned up against a wall. I should be able to kind of get out of there and like, move. And it wasn't so much that I was scared of the cats killing me. I was more so scared of her sniping me down and killing me. So I realized I can't get my Gem of Isolation yet to slow them with all my abilities, but I will just keep up this farm.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna come over here and keep on getting these minion buffs. I really need to finish that Gem of Isolation to get the huge buff I need. And so where are we gonna head next? I can't really remember where I head next. I think I just go back to middle. And we have a fun little fight over here, but I see Hebo going over there. This is what I do, and I'm like, okay, Hebo, I'll think about shit. And I'm like, you know what, just screw it. I'll go help Hebo out. But instead of chasing her down with her 3, it probably was on cooldown or whatever. He isn't able to go do that. So I just see him doing this buff, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna steal this. I could really easily steal this, but I'm like, you know what, just. I wasted my time a little bit, but at the same time, I get the flank from coming over here, and I wasn't an asshole. So I don't want them to see me. I want to be able to hit that tornado right down on them. Hebo's going to come and join me. Let's see what fun stuff is going to happen here. Making sure I land those tornadoes down on them. Squall. And push them up. Hebo. We got the Kraken. Oh, God, I'm so low. But I get that kill from, I think, the tornadoes? I think now, this is what's funny here. He's going to throw them up, but Poseidon decided he was going to jump me without any abilities. So I'm just going to head home, get that Gem of Isolation, and move on out. I still seem that I can't get it, which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Even though I picked up that kill over there. So I'm very close. But that is totally fine. I'm just gonna come over here and do some more buffs. It's all about keeping your feed up with Kuang. Oh no, die! Go away, minion. Stupid ass minion. Decided, you know what? Let's just get this buff over here too. Why the hell not? Because I am in the buff mood. I'm in the jungling mood. And as you can see, because I have so much health because that Warlock Sash, jungling is quite easy. And with the mana from the boots, I can really do some fun stuff here. Now, this is fun. What happens over here? I can see Bastet and Poseidon. They're dual laning this. I really don't know why. And Hebo is just kind of... Ice is over there doing the buff, I'm pretty certain. I told her to be careful, and she just kind of leaves me. And I'm like, come on. Isis. So I'm going to drop these tornadoes right down onto both of them. Oh, they do not like that. They're going to back up a little bit. But I am not done with them. Taking a lot of minion damage. And here comes Hebo. They drop the tornadoes right down on top of that Poseidon. Let's see, there's just weird basic attack kind of fight thingy going on over here. And here comes Hebo coming up. And I use my 3, but I get caught in a very tricky position from both of these. So I'm just going to ult down, and can I catch it on the edge? And I do. And that is a beautiful double kill. Yeah, I timed it really well. I just got it with the edge of it. And it wasn't so much that I was low on health. It was more so I was in a tricky situation. And that's really good to realize. I try to go steal their buffs, but they already have all their... Either Loki already took them, or whatever. So, the plan was to come over here and gank, I believe. I do believe we're going to come over here and gank. I cannot remember correctly. Yes, we do come over here. And, no, we're back in the middle. Nah, I gank Son of Kong later on, you'll see. And we're just keeping this farm up. Just keeping this farm up. I am quite fed. I am quite leveled up. Dying in the mid lane is a huge deal, but if you stay alive, you can do lots and lots of damage. And you can really play solid and really get fed. So I don't know what he's doing. I warn him, I see him side, and I'm like, let's just get behind this wave. Just for all safety, precautions. Oh god, I get pulled in. No, tornado right on front of her and wiggle out of this. I probably could take her down with a squall, I realized later, but at the same time, she does so much damage as Arachne, and I just wanted her off my face. Just head home, get that gem of isolation. And here we go, a gem. So now, I start to wiggle out, but then I realize, wait a minute, I got 1,000 more gold. Why am I being freaking retarded? So I'm just like, you know what? I'm being retarded. Let's come over here and let's start my Doom Orb. I really probably shouldn't have done Doom Orb before I did my Gem of Isolation, but I really want to pick up kills with that tornado. So here comes he bow with me down the middle. I don't know if he's gonna turn off to, or we're gonna have to duke it out or whatever. He's gonna join me in mid, I think, for now. And so they did pick up my, as you can see, because of my foolishness about how much money I had left, they managed to pick up this middle tower. But that's okay. They're still very far behind in gold. They're very far behind in farm. And we already have this game basically in the bag. So I'm going to Squall as a side, and you can just see just how much damage I do with that Squall late game. It's just absolutely brutal. And I really am going to go after this kill right here. Now he actually is more aggressive than I'm willing to be. So I'm going to pop this right on top of his face, Squall, chase him down, and he's just going to get out with like 10 health. And I'm frustrated I didn't wiggle and chase him because I thought it was going to be enough. I mean, I really got too overconfident there. I really thought, because my tornadoes were doing so much damage, and I could see it tick away at his damage like a boss. And so I just figured that I wouldn't have to worry about that too much, about getting that kill. So it really should have been 8-0 right here, but that's really fine. You're going to see the Son of Kong in a bad position, going to come over to gank. I will miss right here. I'm going to miss that thing, but I'm going to hit the Squall, push him down, thrown up, and Loki just wrecks him. Loki just wrecks the crap out of him, and those just destroyed them. Just destroyed them. There's just nothing they could do over here. I'm about to take on this Bastet, and I don't know why they didn't cast, but I'm about to take on this Bastet and Squall her down. I decide, meh, you know what? She's already that far away. She's already running away from me. No, here's this Bastet. She's gonna scratch me, but she doesn't follow it up with an ult or anything like that. Doesn't follow it up with a leap to attack me. Keep on clearing these waves. Keep on clearing these waves. About to come in on this Bastet, and Hebo launches her up in the air, and boom, that's your surrender. Great game. VVGG, VVGN. It was a great, solid game played by the members of our team, and that's something you rarely ever see, even in mid-levels, a solid game played by all members. Even the ones who didn't wreck them and get fed did very well and played very solid. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. I know we're going to be sitting here, and you'll see the first win of the day, and you can see GG well played and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to look at it, you can see it's a 7-0 match. I had more player damage and more creep damage than anybody else on my team by a lot. And I really want to thank you guys for watching this video, and peace.